Hello everybody, it's the Oddtrotter here, trotting my way through what? Hey there, it's the Oddtrotter, trotting my way through Illinois, and today we're in normal Illinois, no, we're Bloomington, Illinois, sorry, at the Evergreen Cemetery. This is actually a historic cemetery full of a lot of major figures in Illinois' history. And what I'm standing in front of is a memorial, a tree dedicated to itself. How can a tree memorialize itself? Well, I'll tell you. On Memorial Day 1948, a plane similar to that was flying over, dropping bodies on people and those who died in World War II. The plane ended up crashing into this tree, killing one of the pilots, severely wounding injuring the other. It took the cemetery owners 3 years to figure out that this was actually the tree they crashed into. When the tree finally died about 12 years ago, instead of cutting down the tree, they're going to use it to make a memorial of the plane that crashed into it to commemorate that horrible occasion. Now this grave is of a young girl named Dorothy Louise Gage. And as you can see on it, she only lived exactly 5 months. She died of an illness. And her uncle was the well-known author L. Frank Baum, who is best known, of course, for writing the Wonderful Wizard of Oz books. Dorothy Gale, from those books, is actually named after his niece. He was very upset when she died. As you can imagine, this one here is not the original grave. The original grave is just slightly behind it. And over behind it, well, behind our camera, of course, is an actual wood carving of Dorothy Gale and Toto. The tree itself was over 200 years old, making it one of the oldest in the cemetery when it died. The artist took only 5 days to make Dorothy and Toto. We actually met the artist at the cemetery the day we were there. One of his other works was being dedicated. So I'm here today with Bill Baker, and he actually carved the statue of Dorothy Gale that we just saw. And he just finished another statue that's being dedicated today of Charles Old Hoss Radford. So would you mind telling us all about this guy?
He was a pitcher back in the 1880s that has a bunch of pitching records because they pitched every day pretty much. So he's in the Baseball Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I saw him on the cards that he actually pitched and won the first 3 World Series for the Red Sox.
So yeah, I don't know too much about that part, but yeah.
So it only took you 4 days to do this one.
Correct.
How long did it take you to do Dorothy and Toto?
Dorothy, I think it was over at least 6 days, but the weather was kind of playing it. It was 90 degrees. This was only 60 degrees, and there was less people stopping by to bother me. So I was able to get done a little faster. Yep.
So tools did you use?
What kind of tools did you use?
Mainly, obviously, chainsaw to block out, and then I have grinders, die grinders, down to Dremels, and then with the eyes, went down to chisels. So for the eyes, so it's not just solely chainsaws.
And how did you get started in this?
My uncle was a tree trimmer, and he started doing this, so then my mom, of all people, said I should try it.
Oh,
picked up a saw, and kind of the rest is history, and it's just slowly gotten busier and busier, so, and then 90% of what I do is, if not more, is on-site, so just stumps in people's yards. I don't do too many of the freestanding pieces, but...
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else planned in the near future?
We do have a couple that might be over by the pet cemetery that they have. There's a tree down that way that they might be doing a soldier, so that will probably be next year's project. So,
okay, well, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
There are other notable and unusual gravestones and graves here. We didn't have time for them on our first trip, but we will be back to show them to you in the future. The cemetery is open from dawn to dusk, and they do accept donations for upkeep. Thanks for watching our video. Like and subscribe. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and until next time, I've got to be trotting along.